business is almost exactly like fishing in so many ways. And we're going to kind of dive into that in this video, because when I was a kid, I loved fishing. That's like all I wanted to do. And now I run a business where pretty much every day is like the same emotional experience as fishing. And I got my eyes super messed up, so got these shades on, can barely see, but we're out here walking around the backyard. So anyways, I've been reading the Bible recently, Matthew, and Jesus, when he was talking to a lot of the disciples and a lot of the people back then around like the Sea of Galilee, and so they were fishermen, right? And so he, addressing his audience, he's like, I want you to become fishers of men. And then like talking about getting more people to become disciples and follow him and all that stuff. And then recently in another chapter, he said, I've come to serve, and that is how you shall gain the world, is by serving. Something like that. I kind of butchered that. But anyways, it made me think about, going back to the fishing thing and about business. Business is about serving. Business is about providing value to your clients, making their lives easier, better, faster, quicker, whatever it is. And the more that you can serve people, the more money you're going to make. People like Elon Musk, they serve millions, if not billions of people with their apps, with their companies, all this sort of stuff. People who, and so honestly, one of the most simple equations of how much money are you making is how many people are you helping? How many people are giving you money directly, right? Like if you just have a job, if you're working 9 to 5, you got one motherfucker signing a check to you, one dude giving you money. And I don't know about you, but in the military, we were saying 1 is none, or 2 is 1, 1 is none. And so that's why, like in business, it's so much fun. Every day I wake up, and some days are shitty too. That's another thing too I want to bring up. Like there's another saying is the best day at work, or the worst day at fishing is still better than the best day at work. And I kind of tend to agree with the same thing with running your own business, because at the end of the day, even the shittiest day of business, and there's a lot of shitty days, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of days where business is like, dang, this is hard. Like, man, what's going on? Like things are not going right. But you're still building something that's yours. And at the end of the day, a job, you're not building anything. You're just existing, you're scraping by, you're running on the treadmill like a little hamster wheel. And that sucks. And that's kind of how, that's why I'm pushing so hard this year. We're moving a little bit across the state. We're going to build a house. I'm tired of renting. We make good money over here in Seattle, but it's just, man, it's just not enough. I mean, obviously there's things we could do, but I'm just kind of tired over here. I want to break. But anyways, back to, the whole fishing and having a good day. The best day or the worst day of business is still better than the best day at work. And because, another really important thing is when we talk about serving people and helping people is we're taking on our clients' stress, right? Like they see something, they have a problem, and we are adopting that, we are solving that problem for them. They have clogged gutters, they don't like the way their house looks, they don't like their driveway, they don't like this or that. We are taking that stress from them. So you have to be good at managing stress. And, back to fishing, you have to be okay with the fact that sometimes it's not going to work, dude. Sometimes things aren't going to run smoothly. And another fishing metaphor we could use, and this is a lot of fun, fishing is great. You're throwing out a piece of bait. You're giving before you can ever hope to receive. And you're never going to catch a fish unless you actually fucking go fishing. So I get people in my comments all the time, like asking questions like, oh, does this work? Does that work? Bro, like if I don't know half the time what's going to work. You just got to go out, start throwing baits in the water. Obviously, if you're in a certain market or you have a more specific question, like, hey, I'm over here doing this. What should I do in this exact moment? That's why, I have my mastermind group. We do group calls. We see what's working across the whole country, and that's awesome. It's a great networking spot, and you can, get content and equivalent of bait, like literally like. And then I wrote an email the other day about the Super Bowl ads and why Super Bowl ads probably won't work for you. Now, obviously, if you have $1 million, you can hire Tom Brady for your business. Like, go for it. Sure, it will work. But the problem with a lot of ads that I'm seeing is they don't have an offer. They don't have a freaking good piece of bait. You got to attract your client too. You got to think of it like fishing. Doesn't matter how much you like the ad. Doesn't matter how much you like whatever it is you do. If your client doesn't like it, doesn't matter. If you're fishing, the fish doesn't like the bait, doesn't fucking matter. So those are kind of, you know, I could probably go on and on about fishing examples for, you know, for a long time. But the point is, oh, and what the other thing I want to go down was, every day is different, man. Every day you wake up, you don't know what the day is going to hold. And, you know, some days, like, I'll get multiple calls. I also sell, you know, software and people in the membership group. It's awesome when I get sales of that. And it's just like, you wake up, boom, boom, boom. It's like, you can make so much money from just the systems that you put in place. Just by the act of starting a business, putting yourself out there, you're attracting so much more potential. And, you know, some days maybe you're not going to make that much money, but some days you fucking do. And that is a great feeling. It's awesome to be able to, you know, I sell a software package and people are now, you know, they're able to scale their business, automate it, all that sort of stuff, join the group, all this sort of things. Like, it's just a great way to feel more aligned. Or like, I never fucking felt aligned at a single job that I ever did. When I was working 9 to 5, I was just showing up, doing the work, and I went home, you know. And you're surrounded by other people who don't give a shit either, and that sucks. And now, like, pretty much every person that I've met in business is a cool dude. Like, we all think the same, you know, we're all making jokes, like, all this stuff. It's a great time. And so, I don't know, for anyone who doesn't have a business or you're not doing the right things yet, like, literally there is so much, like, resources, education out there. Obviously, you watch these videos, obviously get inside the group and talk to other men who are doing it. Like, talk to people who just have experience. You're going to learn so much more just by talking to somebody than you are going to learn in hundreds of books, courses, whatever it is, just by talking to people. And so, you know, we're gonna have some meetups later this year as well. I went to a couple last year, so, you know, hopefully I'll see you guys there. But anyways, that is why business is like fishing and why I think you should do both, and they're awesome. So see you guys in the next video. Let's get to it. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Spencer Clay Show. That's all for now. See you in the next episode. Peace.